Hello and welcome. Today we are in Zurich doing another short haul adventure to Innsbruck in Austria. We are flying Swiss Air LX1266, which is the livery for this ToLiss A321neo Airbus. My last flight to Innsbruck was in a 0737 and we had a very late runway switch to runway 08. Hopefully we get runway 26 this time, so there's another perspective, another approach, another challenge. Right, without further ado, hopping into the cockpit, we're going to just make sure that all the ground services happen at the same time to save time. Batteries 1 and 2, external power available. Start to align the IRSs. I should probably do this in a much neater flow, but hey. Let's see. Crew supply on. So that's fine on that side. Going down the middle. I'll keep the tanks off for now. Navigation lights on. Emergency lights armed. No smoking. Overheads look good for now. Take off information. Let's see whether it can get any sim brief information. How do I know if I've got the right information? I haven't been on an Airbus flight in a while. The fuel seems more than what was agreed on sim brief. Interesting. Right, I guess I'll start with the MCDU initial reference. I'll request some brief information and hopefully that goes into the AFB. It's currently 7 AM in the morning, and hopefully I don't have the same experience like I had over at New Zealand on final approach into Christchurch. The sun was directly facing the cockpit, so it was a bit of a struggle trying to find the runway. It ended up being a low visibility approach, not because of clouds or fog, but because of too much sun. I've got the flight number here, and I think should be ready to go. Performance reference. What's the current? 4667. That's less than expected. Estimated takeoff weight 77837. Okay, so that's slightly okay. Could do with the actually we've got 4667. So we're just down by 200 kilograms. Right, I'll stick to this for now. Zurich, we are runway 16. Takeoff thrust, flex. But actually, I'll go with toga. I like a good toga in the Pratt & Whitney engines. There we go. Sorry, bear with me 1 second. I'm trying to remember how to configure the plane for takeoff. So flap 1 and TSH 0.2. Is that gonna work? Okay. That would actually did it. Okay. Transition altitude is 5,000 feet. Just need to make note of that for later. V1 108, VR 149. And V2 153, runway 16. No, doesn't let me put that in either. Flex the temperature. I'm pretty sure that should be around here somewhere. It's X0. Right, something is horribly wrong. Or perhaps not horribly yet. Request takeoff data. see what the problem is. Probably need to get the runway sorted and the rest of the departure information. So, flight plan. Which one is that? One 266. Cruising out 20,000 feet. Going to Degas. Zoom to Ostdorf. M738. Madeb.
Zurich, delivery, SWISS 1266, hello, Airbus A321neo, request IFR clearance to Innsbruck, Rainbow.
SWISS 1266, clear to Innsbruck, Craventon, routing as filed, climb via Delta Echo Golf Echo 1 Bravo to flight level 200, squawk 4603, QNH 1021.
Cleared IFR to Innsbruck, Rainbow, route, as filed. Climb via Delta Echo Golf Echo 1 Bravo to flight level 200, squawk 4603, QNH 1021, SWISS 1266.
SWISS 1266, readback correct, contact ground, 121.900, when ready for taxi.
We've got squawk code 4603 and QNH is 1021. I'm hoping the first officer wants okay, so that changed as well. Good. Departure runway. I think our plan is 16. And that's how I said.
SWISS 1266, request departure via Delta Echo Golf Echo 2 Romeo runway 16.
SWISS 1266, clear to Innsbruck, Craventon, routing as filed. Climb via Delta Echo Golf Echo 2 Romeo to flight level 200, squawk 4603, QNH 1021.
Cleared IFR to Innsbruck, Rainbow, route, as filed. Climb via Delta Echo Golf Echo 2 Romeo to flight level 200, squawk 4603, QNH 1021, SWISS 1266.
SWISS 1266, readback correct.
Right, it looks like we've got a flight plan. I'll just double check that I've got the right takeoff data. There we go. I always end up doing the takeoff data dance. Okay, perfect. That is inserted. Flex temperature. I can't remember where I usually find the temperature, but I'll just put 73. So next phase. We climb. I would have expected a cruising altitude. Cost index is already in. Which is fine. Right. I think we are ready to depart. Now to close all the doors and start to get through our checklist. Over 25 and a half. Electrical, no amber apart from generators, that's fine. Ventilation panel, all lights are off. Probe heat is on auto. Flaps position, those are fine. I've got the ECAM door page open. There's oxygen pressure at 1850. Where's ground control? There we go. IRSs have aligned, so that's fine. And fueling is complete, so if I can find the seat belts, I can turn them on. ECAM electrical page. Four pumps can come on. Overhead panel, all white lights are off. a quick engine fire test. Oops. Let's do it this way. Fire tests are done. Where is the auntie's kid? That's already. FMCD's page. That's fine. And FMS. That's also fine. Yeah, everything should be good. Transfer altitude, I believe, was 5,000 feet. Local QNH has been set. APU master switch and APU stats. Barometer set to local QNH 1021. Flight director switches are already on. Yep. Cruising altitude is 20,000 feet. I was hoping for something higher, but the same brief just wouldn't budge. It is a fairly short flight, which probably explains why. APU doesn't seem to be rising. There we go. After about 45 seconds, we'll turn on the APU bleed. The air conditioning in the background. Quite warm in the cockpit. Let's cool things down a bit. let's make that high for a second and then I can put it back. Alright, drive away more ground handling. Yep, that's just switched to APU power. I think I'm just about ready for pushback, but for some reason, the better pushback plugin seems to keep making my X-Men crash. Pretty sure there's a way to push back here. How much space have we got? That came quick. Beacon uncommon. How do I detach the gate? Ground services, remove trucks. There we go. Engine start switch to ignite. And perhaps engine 2 can come on. want to disconnect, what do I do? Okay, so it turns out if you set the parking brake, the ToLiss pushback vehicle disconnects and speeds off.
Zurich ground. SWISS 1266. Request taxi from Terminal Alpha 8484. Departure.
SWISS 1266. Information Sierra current. Runway 16 taxi via November. Foxtrot. Echo. And Echo 1. Hold short of runway 10.
Information Sierra. Runway 16 taxi via November. Foxtrot. Echo. And Echo 1. Hold short of runway 10. SWISS 1266.
Both engines are stable. Release parking brake. And that's the wheel sound that I like. Taxi light, runway turn off, lights on. And away we go. As we proceed, we'll carry on with the checklist. Once I get the sound slightly better balanced, stroke to auto. Disconnected, trust me, idle.
Swiss 1266. Contact Zurich Tower 118.100. Goodbye.
Contact Zurich Tower 118.100. Swiss 1266. Goodbye. Zurich Tower, Swiss 1266. On taxiway Foxtrot.
Swiss 1266. Zurich Tower. Hello. Hold short
This should
on
be
runway
runway 10.
10.
Hold short runway 10. Swiss 1266.
Swiss 1266. Cross runway 10. Hold short on runway 16.
Cross runway 10. Hold short runway 16. Swiss 1266.
Cross. It seems to be quite busy at Zurich. I think at this point we move on to taxiway. Hold on. Okay, so we'll keep going in this direction. And then taxiway Foxtrot actually merges into taxiway Evo, and then we taxi to Evo 1. Right, still going through the checklist. And just start switch can go back to the APU bleed can come off, and so can the APU. Take off flaps. In this direction to avoid the person in front.
Swiss 1266. Return to designated taxi routes Delta. Runway 16 taxi via Delta. Echo. And Echo 1. Hold short on runway 16.
Roger. Returning to route Delta. Runway 16. Taxi via Delta. Echo. And Echo 1. Hold short runway 16. Swiss 1266.
Auto brake marks. Cabin check lights. Spoilers armed. You can see the white band. Takeoff configuration test. Right, predicted weather is off. approach trim needs to be 0.2 down. There we go. Takeoff configuration normal. Wheels, brake temperature is already heating up 40 degrees. Back to flight controls. Full front, back, full left, full right, full left rudder, full right rudder. Flight controls are good. Doors, all good. Brakes test, that's fine. Weather radar system is on.
SWISS 1266. Report ready.
Will go. SWISS 1266. Zurich Tower.
for departure.
SWISS 1266. Ready for departure.
SWISS 1266. Hold short of runway 16.
Hold short, runway 16. SWISS 1266.
SWISS 1266. Runway 16. Cleared for takeoff. Wind, light and variable.
Runway 16. Cleared for takeoff. SWISS 1266.
Terrain radar on both Andes. For today's departure out of Zurich, expect runway 16 check via Degas to LSZH check. Standard noise abatement. Climb initially straight ahead, then right on course towards Degas. Cruising altitude 20,000 feet. Visual weather, that's fine. Fairly heavy at 77.8 tons. We're using flaps 1 and Toga. Strobe lights on, lantern lights on. Departure briefing completes. Takeoff configuration, TCAS, strobe lights, landing lights, max on, scope set, seatbelts on. Cabin crew. Where's the chrono? There we go. Toga. 2 go. 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 rotate. Landing gear up. Wait to trim down a bit. 1,000 feet. Autopilot can come on.
SWISS 1266, you're on course. Turn left, 502.
Turn left direct to the Hotel 502, Swiss 1266.
Now we can set climb power.
SWISS 12636, contact Zurich approach, 120.750.
Contact Zurich approach 120.750, Swiss 1266.
Flaps up.
Goodbye. Zurich approach, Swiss 1266, Delta Echo Golf Echo 2 Romeo, altitude 6,200, climbing, flight level 200.
Swiss 1266.
Ground
Zurich
spoiler
approach.
is
Hello.
allowed.
QNH 1021. Radar contact.
QNH 1021, Swiss 1266.
Release cabin crew. I wonder how we are with the cabin temperature. Still a bit warm. It's a nice calm departure. There barely any winds, he says, before doing an external shift 8 view. Seems to be quite a bit busy morning in this part of the world. Should be heading southeast. Silly question, where's the compass in the Airbus? If you do know, let me know in the comments, please. Most appreciated. Over 10,000 feet, seat belts can come off. Landing lights off, rolling turn off lights off, and taxi lights off. We've crossed our transition altitude, so I set that to standard. my humble opinion. Because I can already see the mountains in front of us. Certainly don't want to those mountains. We are 6 minutes into, well, 7 minutes into our 34-minute flight. So hopefully all going well, and if we're given the same runway that we plan to land in, that should make life slightly easier. Should be there in 28 minutes.
SWISS 1266. Contact Switzerland Control 1190.175. Goodbye.
Contact Switzerland Control 119.175. Swiss 1266. Goodbye. Altitude plane level 156, climbing plane level 200, up at 060.
SWISS 1266. Switzerland Control. Hello. Radar contact.
Swiss 1266.
How do I know how far I am from my top of descent and top of climb? Is 2 minutes away, apparently. I doubt it. It's 807 and top of climb is 809. Okay, actually, very possible. Descent in 9 minutes.
Altitude plane level 183, climbing plane level 200, up at 090.
Already flying over mountains. I still can't believe SimBrief wanted us to do 11,000 feet. That would have been crazy. Right, we're approaching our cruising altitude, so I'm going to take a short break and allow you to enjoy some ASMR. See you shortly.
Descend and maintain flight level 110, Swiss 1266. 1266. Mike Alpha Delta Echo 1 Bravo 4 RNP Yak approach runway 08 Swiss 1266. Descent by Mike Alpha Delta Echo 1 Bravo arrival. Spec Delta approach 4 RNP approach Yak runway 08 Swiss 1266. After passing Element, descend by Element to flight level 083, accept maintain flight level 130 until Whiskey India 810, expect vector slot Whiskey India 814, 4 RNP approach Yak, runway 08, space 1266.
As you may have guessed now, it's going to be a very steep approach. So I'm going to go for speed brakes. I think this is going to be a missed approach, because we're meant to be on final and we are still too high. Perhaps I should have stopped to sim brief and gone with 11,000 feet. So that's the airport there. ATC tried to get us to land on runway 08, but I couldn't figure out how to do it in the Airbus. Doing person. Right, landing performance, let's calculate that. Flaps 1. Oops. Overspeeding. Let's go landing gear down to create some drag. Let's see if we can get ATC to behave. Below 10,000 feet, runway turn off lights can come on, landing lights on, and nose wheel lights on. Journey H1025.
Squawk 3403 QNH 1025. Traffic service, SWISS 1266.
Parking brake medium. Speed brake armed. Flaps 2.
Vienna Control, SWISS 1266. Request landing at Innsbruck, Bremen. descent by Mike Alpha Delta Echo 1 Bravo arrival. Expect element approach. 4 RNP approach. Yak runway 08. Swiss 1266. Vienna control. Swiss 1266. Request frequency change.
I might as well get the weather information.
Squawk 3403. Swiss 1266.
3403.
Squawk 7000. Recall Innsbruck Raymond Tower 120.100. Swiss 1266. Goodbye.
Flaps 3. How do I get the weather information?
Raymond
2,500.
1266. Request landing.
Swiss 1266. Approach at your discretion. Information Tango. Current. Climb and maintain flight level 130. Turn right direct. Manu. Descend via Mike Alpha.
Flaps
Delta,
4.
Echo 1 Bravo. Arrival. Expect LM approach. 4 RNP approach. Yankee runway 08.
Approach at my discretion. Information Tango. Climb and maintain flight level 130. Turn right direct. Auto.
Disconnect
By
both
Mike
throttle.
Alpha Delta Echo
Sorry,
1
two
Bravo
pilots.
arrival. Expect element approach. 4 RNP approach. Yankee runway 08. Swiss 1266.
$1,000.
Innsbruck Raymond Tower. Swiss 1266. Request flight condition.
Swiss 1266. Wind 330 degrees 6 knots. Cave OK. Temperature 29. Dew point 12. QNH 1024.
500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5. 5.
Oops, we're using up all the runway. There was a bit of a float there. Manual braking.
Auto brake off.
Still reverses. Let's see if we can do a very neat U-turn. Welcome to Innsbruck. 31 minutes. Yep, our wheels are very hot. Let's watch a replay and then take it to the ramp. Yeah, that float nearly killed me. Apart from that, it seems quite smooth. A bit of a crosswind. Right. Carrying with the taxi. The flight was so short I didn't even have time to do a proper approach briefing and plans and minimums and putting things like landing altitudes. Let's get the brake fan on. And we are on taxiway Alpha. Landing lights off. Oops. Runway turn off lights. Strobe lights to auto. And you can come off. Flashing brake set. And welcome to Innsbruck. Very short flights. The blue please can come on. Engines can go off. Emergency exit lights. Fuel pumps all off. Beacon lights off. And once again we are back in Innsbruck with a bit more practice, a few more hours on the Airbus. I'll eventually figure out how to do runway changes. Let's get some jokes.
All stations, QNH 1024.
Where's ground handling? Brake fan is still showing hot, so we'll leave that on for now.